Hello, Professor. Hello, this is Group 7. I'm Zhou Ying. Our team members are Wang Xun, Wang Huiqing, Guo Jingchuan, and Fan Guangkuo. Today, our topic is how to manage cultural resistance to change effectively. First, why change? An organization and enterprise must go through a series of development, progress, and reform if they want to achieve long-term development and remain invincible. So why do we change? Because the world we face is one of rapid change. Because we face a lot of pressure. The world is changing. That's why people say the world today is within a VOC environment. So change is a must for long-term survival and sustainable development. The mission of organizational development is to help enterprises to survive for a long time and achieve sustainable development. Next, why we don't like to change. Actually, nobody wants to change. It's part of human nature to stay the same. Especially when we are asked to change, we often feel like we need to make an actual effort to change. Organizational development is a process of continuous improvement and change in an organization, which emphasizes the relationship between people, teams, and the organization. Therefore, to welcome change, organizations must start from these three conveniences. Next, corporate cultures, which are closely related to the history of the company, its past successes and failures, and the style of the leaders of the organization. According to their attitudes towards change, they can be divided into two categories. The first kind is the culture which is ready to adapt and embrace change. The other kind is one to resist change and prefer to maintain the status. As for the latter cultural kind, there is no doubt that organizational development will encounter greater resistance in change and adaptation. Of course, we can provide organizations with professional tools to help people make changes, such as the three professional tools learned in the course, including information, support, and resources. So these three things help employees empower them to change. First of all, information support can make it easy for employees to obtain the information they want, to help them or their team making work decisions so as to complete their tasks. In terms of support, in addition to support from peers or other departments, support from management and superior organizations is particularly important. We know that the culture of a company is closely related to the style and goals of its top management. If the top management of a company encourages employees to innovate and is willing to help them bear the risks brought by the innovation and the ecological climate that encourages the change will not be established. The third tool is to provide and coordinate resources for employees during changes. These resources can be financial support, equipment support, or additional personnel support. For example, if changes require our employees to learn new skills, we need to provide extra budget and arrange relevant training programs. Or if there are some innovations that require more employees to share, we will provide the actual personnel. What we mentioned above is the support that organizations provide to the employees in order to implement change. So do we think in order to make the change better, we should have some pressure and incentive in addition to support? Pressure is a goal that employees have to change in the face of such a changing world. Organizations must adopt reform strategies. So these layers of must also need to be passed to employees accordingly. This can be done in two ways. One is to link the change and the personal KPI. Second, through internal communication, inform employees of a big vision, why to change, and the price they will pay for being conservative. Finally, we also reward for innovation and change. We reward them for successful innovation and share successful experiences in the team. For errors caused by changes, we give them more time and cost for trial and error. In summary, we need a measurement mix, including the use of professional tools, good internal communication, and the proper use of incentives and punishments. That's it. Thank you, Professor.